We know making America healthy again is a top priority of the second Trump administration. 1 year on, Secretary RFK Jr. and our leading health officials are taking on bureaucracy and special interests. And they're flipping what we know on its head, literally, when it comes to the new food pyramid.
Today, the lies stop. The new guidelines recognize that whole, nutrient-dense food is the most effective path to better health and lower healthcare costs.
In the battle for transparency in our food industry, this administration has a staunch ally in Vani Hari, also known as Food Babe to her massive online following. Hari's taken on countless restaurant chains and companies in the name of public health. And now that we have a new set of nutrition guidelines, we couldn't think of anyone better to walk us through it. We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina at a farmer's market, and we're here with food activist Vani Hari, who's going to take us through, Vani, the new food pyramid. As we all have seen recently, it's been the talk of everybody in the health community. What do you say we go in and you can talk to us about it?
I can't wait.
Let's go. Let's check out the farmer's market. So great, so cute. And a lot of Maha stuff in here, right?
So much Maha stuff.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about making America healthy again, and we're so excited it's happening. But you kind of have been fighting this fight for a long time, and it started from a very personal place for you. So maybe you can kind of give us your background.
Sure. You know, I grew up here in Charlotte, North Carolina with two immigrant Indian parents. When my dad had an arranged marriage to my mom, the first thing he introduced her to when they came to America was McDonald's hamburger.
Oh, no.
And that's how I grew up, on fast food. And I had so many health issues as a child. You know, the doctors never asked my parents, what are you feeding your child? What is their diet? They just put me on prescription drugs. And by my early 20s, I was on 9 prescription drugs, had 2 different surgeries, and I hit rock bottom. I decided to take health as my #1 priority and started to read books on nutrition. And in some of these books, there were concepts in them that the majority of foods in the grocery store, in the middle aisle shelves, are dead. And I started to apply that principle to my diet and changed my diet to whole, real food that had been unadulterated by the food industry. And everything changed. My brain became clear. I found my passion as a food activist. Until you experience true health, you cannot determine your calling in life and what you can give back to the world. And I think that's the highest principle that everybody's looking for, is like, how can I give back to this world? How can I live a meaningful life? And I don't think you can do that until you have your health.
You've been trying to fight the fight for transparency in our food and allowing people to understand the importance of eating whole foods for so long. I mean, you've kind of gone up against some of the biggest companies out there. So to now have an administration who is implementing these things nationwide, how important is it, and why is it so important for the future of America?
For the first time in my career, I have felt hopeful that we are actually going to get the truth out to Americans, that artificial food dyes is not a safe thing to have as part of your diet. Now it's in the dietary guidelines and telling you to avoid it. And for so long, the industry led the conversation in Washington, and now it's carrying individuals at the top that care about our nation's children and the next generation.
I'm so excited because you're going to take us through this new food pyramid, and it is new and it is different. So maybe we'll walk around and you can talk about it a little bit. But as we're walking, how is it different? Because some people are saying out there, how is it really that different from what it used to be? But it is.
It is way different. First of all, the old dietary guidelines never mentioned highly processed food. Now they're saying to avoid them, to eat at home and cook real homemade food. Those things are now considered something that we don't want as part of the American diet, because we know the health effects of those additives and chemicals that we've been consuming, and they're not serving a nutritional purpose for the body. They actually just take away our health. They don't add anything nutrition-wise. So how do we get the American diet to have as much nutrition as possible? And just the mere 3-word sentence, eat real food, is so incredible. I mean, that is really the basis of how so many people can start eating better right today, and it's very simple when you understand that concept.
I think the one thing people think about a lot is, how can everybody access what we want people to be eating in this country? Some places can't afford it. Some people can't afford it. Some stores don't have all of these beautiful fruits, vegetables, and dairy and meats.
When I quit my full-time job to become a food activist, I literally wasn't making any money doing food activism. And I had to figure out quickly how to eat real food on a budget. Frozen fruits and vegetables are incredible to have in your freezer. They're not rotting in your drawer when you forget to eat them or you don't have them. Making meals in advance, making several different meals and freezing them can put you in a position to eat more real food, so that when you're in that position of like, do I eat fast food or do I eat something that's processed? Oh, wait a minute, I have something already ready to go. I can just stick it in the oven. It's ready to go in a couple, 15 minutes, and I'll have something whole and nutritious. And it's all about planning. And that's the key, is you've got to make this commitment and you've got to plan, and we've got to instill those habits in America, right?
Well, there are a couple of things here that I want to talk about, because once upon a time, Vani, there were so many people who were told, don't eat butter. Butter is back. We're bringing the butter back.
Yes.
Why is this important?
So one of the things about, I feel like, there was a war on saturated fat for so long, and then the invention of margarine kind of took over, and we realized that trans fats and those genetically engineered oils are extremely overly processed. And so we really don't want that to be part of our diet. So we want to go back to whole fats that are at least unadulterated as possible by the food industry. And one of the ways to do that is butter. This is something I put in all my kids' vegetables. We eat a ton of butter with sourdough in the morning. I also think, avocado oil, olive oil are great for cooking. Coconut oil is fantastic. One of the things I loved about the dietary guidelines is it included fermented foods. Fermented foods are an incredible way to get your probiotics in your diet, but also it helps your immune system. And I go through a jar like this just about once a week, and I tell you, it's absolutely incredible, and also makes my gut feel amazing, helps keep bloating down, all really important things. And then, of course, sourdough. Organic sourdough is an incredible way to have a piece of bread and just enjoy every moment of it and not feel guilty, because the way it's produced, it takes a long time to consume. When you think about a loaf of bread at the grocery store that's been processed, it's so soft and so easy to chew. You can eat 5-6 slices of that
in the same through the whole loaf.
In the same time it would take to eat one piece of sourdough bread.
Such a good point.
Nature has built-in mechanisms for portion control.
Well, before we let you go here today, I think your journey has been very interesting, because people may not know this. In 2008, you campaigned for Barack Obama, and now we see that it feels like this movement to kind of give all this transparency in the health space and to make America healthy again is fully kind of been taken over by the conservative movement. This should be a bipartisan space for all of us, because everyone should want to make America healthy again.
One of the beautiful things about this movement, it has brought together so many people of diverse backgrounds, independent voices that have been so passionate about this topic, and we're all working together for a healthier America. We have the sickest nation, and we are spending the most on healthcare. Something has to change. We have to do better as a nation, and I hope that people realize that you can put your politics aside. You don't have to agree with everything everybody's doing all the time to do something better for yourself and for your country and for everybody out there. And I just have to say this is the first time in my lifetime that the government actually told the truth about what's happening to the food system and what's happening in the food industry. And that is the first step, is telling the truth. Keep telling the truth about what's happening out there with our food system, so people can make the best choices, and then the free market can start to adapt to that, and we can have, healthier food at airports. Thank you, Sean Duffy.
Yes.
And healthier foods at schools. Thank you, Brooke Rollins. And have the truth out there. Thank you, Secretary Kennedy. I mean, this administration has blown me away in terms of what they are doing for this nation when it comes to this topic, and it's the first time in my lifetime that I have this kind of hope.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.